The entire wedding photography industry now is struggling because everybody who's coming in are saying that I can do the same thing for a half price. Nobody is saying if only they did that, they would have become a premium photographer.
Right.
Amar Ramesh has sparked India's cinematic wedding wave. Sun 50 weddings across 22 countries, a string of prestigious photography awards, and an entrepreneurial journey that redefines the industry.
The problem that people like me have created is following passion. See, people looking at my Instagram profile will think that, hey, Amar is a big photographer. Okay, he's traveling to Bali today, he's traveling to US tomorrow, he's traveling to Greece and shooting all this. I shot my first wedding in small mandap in Tnagar. But what I decided is,
How did you become this aspirational brand? Anna? There are students from college days, they think that Amar Ramesh should shoot my wedding.
I strongly believe the biggest secret a brand like us can excel is purely that blessings.
See, many people come and go, Anna. So what are these three attributes you see in successful photographers and successful entrepreneurs as well?
First thing, right? You can do things when you're motivated. But 95% of the things in photography are things that you have to do even if you're not motivated.
And in wedding photography, they even take 1 year to deliver the photos and albums and videos.
It's a shame, yeah. I think as wedding photographers, we have let down our community.
Is it because they're outsourcing the work? But there are few people who are insecure about letting the team people work too closely so that they will learn something and they will leave them.
ரஜினிகாந்த் dialogue மாதிரி கிடைக்கிறது கிடைக்காம இருக்காது கிடைக்காது கிடைக்காது.
Amar Ramesh is one of the ace wedding photographer who particularly focus on South Indian fashion and its culture. He has shot more than 750 weddings across 22 countries. So today we have him on our show sharing insights about wedding photography industry. 80% of our viewers who watch our show regularly are not subscribed to us. If you like our show, if you like what we do here, the simple and easy way to support us is by hitting the subscribe button. And my promise and commitment to you is that we'll do everything in our part to bring more such guests to our show every month. Enjoy the show. From all the other interviews, Anna, we know for a fact that you left your high-paying IT job in US and you came to India and pursued photography. But what was that particular tipping point, Anna? You started photography. Like one day you woke up and decided, okay, it's photography from now on. So what was that particular tipping point?
So, see, I'll be honest with you. There was no particular tipping point. There was multiple things that was happening. Like, there was a constant urge in me for a long time, not 1 or 2 years, for a long time that I want to come back to India. I didn't see myself growing up in US. So that was happening parallelly, right? And then this urge of wanting to do what next in my life. Right? I worked for 8 years in IT. What should I do next? This constant thirst of constant, unhappiness towards what you have, and then you want to clear something else. So that is one part. And then this constant boredom of doing the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again. You exactly know what you'll be doing 2 weeks from now on a Thursday morning, 8 o'clock.
Right.
Exactly. Everything was timed and everything was perfect. Everything was going smooth. Right. And there is a great thing about it, but also there is some monotonicity and boredom with that. So that was killing me partially.
Right.
Right. And then wanting to do something exciting in life, not the same regular everybody is doing. What else can I do? That was a part of it. And then partly all the things that I saw when I traveled across US, there was a constant urge of, those people are marketing everything really nicely. But we have so many treasures in my own country that is not shown to the world properly. So that was one track. So multiple tracks were happening parallelly. So it is a almost like 2-3 years process where slowly I was like, everything, all these tracks are coming together and saying, okay, maybe this is the time you want to jump into something else. Try it and see how it is. And that was the couple of things. Like, I also saw my seniors, what they were doing, right? Like my managers were only sitting in a better chair and a better room, better cabin than me. And then maybe earning $20,000 or $30,000 more.
Okay.
That didn't excite me. They were doing the same things. They were in the same meetings that I was. They were in the same phone calls I was. So all these put together came to one thing that, okay, I have to do something else.
Right.
And that is how this happened. It is not one particular moment or one particular point.
Okay.
And nothing like this happens in one particular moment or one particular time. You cannot just wake up and say, from tomorrow I'm going to do something else. It is an organic process. It takes time, and it takes also the planning, right? It doesn't happen magically. Hey, today I'll become a photographer. No,
Right.
it doesn't happen.
Okay. But how does someone in creative field know when they are mentally and financially also ready? Like, I think you took through 2 years to save up and then jumped into photography, right?
So I've answered this in many interviews, but I'll answer it a little differently in this interview. See, the biggest problem that is happening in photography industry now is photography has become a livelihood. So livelihood, Ayrichina, you have to earn so much to run your life in that month. So you will take decisions that you don't want to take, right? For us, or for people who started around my time, 2010, me, Joseph, and many people, it was a new thing. It was a passion that we picked up, right? So, and also before that, we were working in some other field, and we prepared for this jump. It was not like I woke up one day and said, I'm going to become a photographer. So it was a 2-3 years decision. And then in those 2-3 years, I cut down all my expenses. I said, I'm not going to spend on unnecessary things. I, in fact, vacated my house and then moved into somebody as a paid guest.
Oh, okay.
So that I can, reduce all the expenses that I can and save how much ever I can, right? Because the first year we don't know how it is going to be. I didn't know what I'll be getting, what project I'll be working on. I didn't even know I'll be shooting weddings. I wanted to be a travel photographer shooting temples.
Right.
So that sacrifice and that thing, and jumping into this not as a livelihood. Okay, if I do this only, I'll have food on my plate.
Okay.
So that one decision changed everything, right? So I didn't take unnecessary decision that I don't want to. I didn't go shoot for free. I didn't go shoot for very, very less. And if nothing worked out for 1 year, I might have gone back and happily did my IT job.
Okay.
It was not as if I didn't have any other option.
Right.
The problem that is happening now is photography has become the only option. It's become the livelihood and also the only option. இது இல்லைனா நான் வேற எதுவும் பண்ண மாட்டேன் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி விழுந்துடுறோம்.
And that puts a huge pressure.
Huge pressure. Then you end up signing for small gigs, unnecessary gigs that will not take you very long. On a short-term basis, you will be very happy doing those gigs. Money will be coming to your account. Ultimately, you will understand that, okay, these are all not the things that I wanted to do. Ultimately, you understand all this money is also just a cash flow thing. It's not a money-making thing. And then that is when you realize, okay, this is something I cannot do. Then that is why you see so many people coming in and going out, right. Because they really don't know what is the actual expense for their livelihood. Really don't know what is the expense of running a business and all that. And then they just jump into wrong decisions because that becomes a livelihood. ஏதாவது பண்ணி தான் ஆகணும். இந்த மாதம் 20,000 வேணும்னா ஏதாவது பண்ணி தான் ஆகணும்.
Whatever project we have to accept.
Then you sign up for more. Parallelly, you also increase your liabilities, right? Oh, okay. மாசம் எனக்கு வந்து இவ்வளவு வருது. நான் ஒரு பைக் வாங்கலாம், கார் வாங்கலாம், கேமரா வாங்கலாம். So you are increasing that. Parallelly, you are doing all the wrong decisions, right? So அது அப்படியே pile up. Then you are stuck in the rut. And then 4-5 years later, you are like, I'm tired of this.
Right. So according to you, what can someone do to navigate around this?
See, first, give time. No.
Right.
It is, see, the problem that people like me have created is following passion. Yeah, one of the guilt that I have is...
You are ready to accept that also.
Oh, yeah. See, people looking at my Instagram profile will think that, hey, Amar is a big photographer. Okay, he's traveling to Bali today. He's traveling to US tomorrow. He's traveling to Greece and shooting all this.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to be a photographer. Then the college student who sees my profile is basically going and asking his parents for a camera, right? And then some parents might be able to afford it and they buy it and give. They don't care what the son is doing with the camera.
Right.
Some parents might not be able to afford it and they have to put a loan or anything, and then they get the camera and give. And this guy goes and shoots some pictures and opens up an Instagram profile and calls himself as a photographer, right?
Right.
Without knowing what is involved, without knowing what he has to do, all these things, right? Without knowing what I have gone through to come to this
Exactly.
level, right? So I definitely have that guilt.
Right.
In fact, that is why I post only 5% of what I do. I do 95% more things, or even more exciting. I don't want to be this person who's giving this wrong perception about photography, right? So give time, and first learn. See anything, right? Like engineering, முடிச்சிட்டு வராங்க. Do you even know how to fix a mixie or a grinder? No, we are not never taught any practical things in the college.
Correct.
Our education system is so backwards, or even it's so tangentially different. What you need on the field is not at all taught in the colleges, and we as students are not grow like not raised in such a way that be curious or be a good student. Okay, போய் எழுது லாஸ்ட் மினிட்ல டெஸ்ட் பேப்பர்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொஸ்டின் பேங்க் எல்லாம் பார்த்து முடிச்சு எடுத்துட்டு வா. அப்படிதான் வந்து 99% of the people are studying. A person who is coming out of the Viscom thinks that okay, he can immediately start a business. So that is the problem. Because people like me have said, hey, follow your passion, start your business, start your profession, and you will be excel, right? So that is not the case. Work under someone, understand. In fact, work under a big company, right? You will go through the grind, you will go through the timing, you will go through the discipline, you will go through communication, you will go through professionalism. All these things you will understand. Then slowly, see what I did during weekends, during my IT job, became my profession in the next 10 years, right? What I did while doing weddings in the side became the thing that I'm working on now, which is culture and heritage.
Correct.
Right? So see this as a grind, see this as a second thing, and then keep working on it. The photography itself will tell you when to take it up. It will tell you when to become a business. It will tell you, okay, it's time now, you can jump into it. அது இல்லாம ஜம்ப் பண்றது தான் வந்து is a problem.
Right. And when you came back from US, you placed yourself as a premium photographer, that you wanted to do a certain level of projects only. Is that true? And how do you see it?
See, I'll ask you one question. What's in your mind? What do you think as a premium photographer?
The one who's charging a little more for what they're doing, but equally they also provide service which is better than 90% of people.
See, that is what we have to fix. Okay, the perception about premium photographer we have to fix. Firstly, how do one become premium? How do one become premium in your mind?
By offering something where 90% of people doesn't offer.
No,
probably.
Actually, for whoever the client is, even if they are very, very ordinary client, give the premium service, right? Your work should be super premium. Doesn't matter where the client is, doesn't matter who the client is, all that. So slowly the premium clients will look at your work and say, this is premium, I should be able to pay this guy premium, right? That is how you become premium. Right now, I didn't shoot my first wedding in Jaipur, or I didn't shoot my first wedding in Greece, right? I shot my first wedding in a small mandap in Tnagar, right? But what I decided is I will give them amazing service. And that on the service of somebody else, a premium client saw, oh, this is like premium thing. People in my market are not doing this. Can I get this guy and do this premium wedding? Right? That is how you grow into premium. That is the first thing. Next thing is the entire wedding photography industry, or even the photography industry now, is struggling because everybody who is coming in are saying that, yeah, I can do the same thing for a half price.
Right.
I can do the same thing like he's doing for half price. Nobody is saying I can do better than him for a double price than him.
True.
Right? If only they did that, they would have become a premium photographer.
Right.
Right? His entry itself is cutting the cost. And how can he become a premium photographer? He cannot become a premium photographer. So, as a person, when I enter into anything, right? Forget wedding photography. I'm doing books. I'm not doing books. When I'm doing books, I'm telling myself, this book should be the most expensive book that you can buy on a temple.
Right.
If I'm doing a book on temple, I'm telling myself this should be the most expensive book in the market. Okay. But I'm also telling myself they should not even open the book. Even before opening the book itself, they should pay the money.
Right.
Right? By just seeing the book on the table, they should pay the money and buy the book.
Right.
I should give a product like that. That is how I become premium.
Right.
That is how my books are premium now. Even though like I'm selling the book for 4,800 rupees.
Correct.
Temple books are never sold that much, right? So that is how my books become premium. So that is what I'm thinking. Even if I do something else now, I'll tell myself, yeah, I'll go there, find out what is the cost of the maximum thing and then double it. But at the same time, I'll give a product that is worth that much.
Right.
So ultimately, people who are hiring me, right, they actually tell me you're actually cheaper for the service that you're providing.
Correct.
You're so cheap, man. I thought you're super expensive, but for the work that you're doing, you're actually cheap. So that is how you become premium. And all the premium clients would want you, and then you become premium.
Right.
Premium is not, you don't become premium just by putting premium in your Instagram profile, or you don't become premium just by costing yourself more. You don't. Your work defines everything.
Right.
Your work defines whether you're a premium or an ordinary.
Right.
Right.
And how did you take such bold decision of not giving this traditional videos to anyone? I've listened in one of the interviews that you are totally against this traditional video of taking this camera. You wanted to create something cinematic and documentary style wedding films.
So why did I come into wedding photography? From IT, why did I come into wedding photography? I want to do something different I want to break the norms. Right? I want to break the norms and shut off all the unnecessary things and do what is necessary and do it better. Yeah. So when you see something is repeated again and again and nobody's watching it, this traditional videography is basically hours and hours of footage of what's happening on the stage. Put on the camera is put on a tripod. So it's basically you're sitting there and just going through attendance of all the weddings. And the weddings that we are attending, there are like 5,000 people, 10,000 people. It's like hours and hours of footage. And nobody watches it. I have never watched my traditional video. Nobody watches it, but everybody wants it just because
it has become a tradition.
Right. From 60s, right? I didn't want to do it. I want to break it. If nobody is watching it, why would you do it? And then also, the second thing is, I want to do what I am passionate about. I don't want to do just because everybody wants it, right? And I can only show what I can do amazingly well only if I'm passionate about it, right?
Correct.
If I'm not passionate about keeping a camera on a tripod and shooting entirely, switch on and shoot everything, I should not be doing it. See, the biggest problem is we as photographers are dancing to clients' tunes, right?
Okay.
And then we dance every dance. So as a fashion photographer, if a client says, hey, I will give you this money, I need pictures. No, you have to tell them, I need a makeup artist, I need a stylist, I need this person, I need a food person also for that shoot, right? But the client won't know. A shoot deserves the ironing person, a makeup artist, a stylist, a guy who serves food on that day. Everything should be taken care of, right? But the client says, you're a photographer, give me photos. And it doesn't work like that.
Cool.
See, what wedding photographers are doing is they are becoming service providers, right? They are providing traditional video, they are providing drone, they are providing LCD, LED, chicken biryani, everything.
Okay.
Right? So, for them in their mind, okay, I have to close this project. I will close it anyhow. I will even serve chicken biryani and close this project. Right?
I'll become a caterer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then why are you doing this? I could have rather worked in IT and earned more.
Peacefully earned it.
Yeah. So I don't want to do it. I want to do it what I'm good at.
Mm.
Right? Even we don't do albums.
Oh, okay.
We don't do albums. I'm not an album maker. I'm a photographer. Right?
Right.
So again, this is a practice that people were just doing for a long time, and it's been continuing. And the same thing everybody's continuing now. The clients want 10 albums, 12 albums. I tell them, see, I'm not an album maker. I don't have printing machine. I don't have printers. I don't have album making software. There are service providers who make albums. Their job is to get up and make albums. My job is not that. I'm not passionate about it. I don't want to do it. And I don't want to make money through albums also, because I want to make money through photography. You know?
Right.
So I will do photography. That is what I'm good at. If you want albums, I'll connect you with an album designer. We'll do it for you. So I'm not only doing this. Joseph is doing. Okay, tell me who is a top wedding photographer in the country, right? Like
Joseph.
Let's take Joseph, or let's take Vishal Punjabi.
Yes.
Vishal doesn't do pictures.
Right.
Joseph doesn't do video.
True.
So a client comes and says, who are you, man? You're a photographer. You have to do what I tell you to do. You can't tell me what you were doing, right? Then he has to do videography, then he has to do traditional videography, then he has to do and just imagine the type of clients we handle, right? It's a job that we are giving back to them, saying that you go hire a traditional videographer, you go hire a videographer.
Right.
I'm not responsible for it, because you know that where is that coming from? It is coming from the place of confidence on your work. I can give you such amazing pictures because I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
I'm not a videographer. So I had to work with the best videographer. Right? I'm not an album maker. Work with the best album maker. If I am a service provider who wants to sign up all the projects, then I'll give you albums, then I'll give you drone, then I'll give you LCD, LED, everything. Right? So unless and until, see, again, going back, if wedding photography is your livelihood, you'll have to do all these things. If wedding photography is your passion, then you can decide something else. For me, it is neither livelihood nor passion. It is my purpose.
Right.
That is what I was born to do. I will only do what I'm good at and amazing at. And I'll do great work at it. And the clients hire me for that.
Right.
They're happy. So decide, what is it? Is it a hobby for you? Is it a passion for you? Is it a purpose for you? Or it's just pure business? If it's pure business, no, just do. Randomly, adichu telunga 100 weddings, 200 weddings.
But Anna, you cannot aesthetically excel in one area, right? When you're doing it as a pure business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's wrong. If somebody wants to do it as a business, they can do it as a business. I decided I'm not going to do this as a business.
Right.
This is my passion and purpose. I will do it in the way that I can excel at it.
Right.
And I'm excelling at it. And that is why I've always been doing only 40 weddings a year. For the last 12 years, I've never gone past 40 weddings.
Okay.
It is always 35 to 40 weddings.
Right.
I don't want to do 100 weddings, 200 weddings. ஒரு நாள்ல 8 முகூர்த்தம் 10 முகூர்த்தம். I don't want to do it because I am not into that game.
Right. And how did you become this aspirational brand, Anna? Did you plan for it or did it happen naturally? Because there are students who from college days, they think that Amar Ramesh should shoot my wedding. It has become that level of aspiration that you have become an aspirational brand. So how did you become that?
So, very, very honest with you, I didn't plan to become an aspirational brand. I want to do good work. I want to do like really great work, the clients that will love, right? That's all I wanted to do. And that in turn changed into all these things that we got, right? I never thought I want to be the best wedding photographer. I want to do this. I want to create a brand and all that. In fact, Studio A is just an ordinary name, right? Like I didn't even sit and think of a creative name.
Right.
I said, okay, Amar Ramesh, A is the first letter. Okay, let's do Studio A. That's all. I didn't even give a thought. I didn't even think of, creating a logo. All that, right? The initial days, the logo was just created by us. It's just Studio A, right? So But what I concentrated on, giving an amazing service, giving amazing quality, amazing creativity pictures, and doing award-winning work, like outstanding work from the first. And that in turn created a brand, that in turn created a following, that in turn created, an aspiration towards working with us, right? And the more and more people, our clients went and spoke about it, more and more people want it. In fact, we only serve people who come to us saying, hey, we want to only work with you.
Right.
Which
You don't advertise or...
No.
Right.
No advertisement, no marketing, no Instagram. Like, you would have never seen an ad from our studio. We have not gone and sold ourselves, greatly. We just service to people who come to us and say, hey, we want to only work with you. Right? That is why we are only doing 40 weddings. If we don't have a sales team who is going, we don't have a marketing team who is going and finding orders. All we are doing is do amazing work, and the clients will. And I strongly believe the biggest secret a brand like us, like the service providers, right, can excel is purely that blessings, right? Like the blessings from the clients. The clients come and tell you, hey, Amar, nee nalla panna, nalla varupa. You did really good job.
I'm having
do well. Do really well. I want you to excel really well.
Okay.
If you keep on getting that, no, there is no way you will fail.
Right.
And to get that, you have to be amazingly well, right? Like you have to dress up well, you have to show up rightly, you have to behave rightly, you have to talk rightly, you have to do the work rightly, you have to deliver the work rightly. All this is encapsulated in that blessings.
Right.
And that is the only thing I work for.
Okay.
Right? And the more and more I get that, right? There is no way. There's only one way, right? You will succeed.
Right. The word of mouth becomes big and people...
Right. That is why we keep on doing weddings in the same family. We've done the sisters 10 years before. Now we'll do again their sister or brothers after 10 years. Right. So it's that same circle. And that is only because we are getting that blessings.
And I have observed your team studio here. It is one of the best photography teams. And if you ask me, it is also one of the best startup company in entire South India, which has very good work culture. So how did you bring this work culture into your team? And because I
give us some names from our company.
I have 3-4 people. Lucky Cluster, Lakshman, Gokul, Selva Tipu, Naushi.
Tell us 4 names in some other company.
We don't know, because you particularly tag them in all the photos. Yeah. I don't see a lot of people who do that.
Yeah, so I'm not doing anything very vaguely differently, Arvind. It's just that I'm doing commonsensical things and the right things. Do the right things, right? Like if it is their picture, put their name in it. You don't take advantage of it.
Correct.
If somebody's edited that picture, put the editor's name, right? I always say this. Every person who is scored for an A.R. Rahman song, right? Who's a drummer, who's the guitarist, so many people from his troupe, right? By putting their names, he never became small. He only became big, larger, right? So even before that, I always say, to have a successful team, first, create an environment for them. Create an environment where you're not envy of them, they are not envy of you. You're being openly accepting things that you don't know. You're openly learning from them. You're openly sharing things with them, right? Now, give them great responsibilities. Do not interfere them, in every small things that they do. And then wait for them to fall down and then go help pick them up and run with them, right? Pay them the right salaries, give them the right fame. So as humans, we need money, we need fame, right? Give them the right things, and then also create an environment like this. Then automatically you will excel. And that is what I've been doing, and I'm so blessed to have a team like that who are who rely on they're not just employees, they're like lieutenants. They are like it's like an army.
Right.
So everybody does work not for working. They want to be with me. They want to work for me. And you have to only ask them what I did differently. I don't know. I did the right things. That's all. I didn't do anything very, crazily different and all that. Right money, right fame, and right environment that gave them. And also, I feel, as a leader, you should be somebody who's inspiring you. You should be, setting a right example. The entire team knows I'm the most hardest person working there, right? Like I work the hardest. I show up the earliest, right? So then they get this thing about okay. அவரே பண்றேன் நான் பண்ணி ஆகணும். So set an example for the team that they cannot slack, right? Then automatically you build a team that is inspired by you, that is motivated by you, and that really wants to work with you.
Right. But there are few people who are insecure about this, letting the team people work too closely so that they will learn something and they will leave them. So how do you prevent that, and how do you see that?
See, people dialogue மாதிரி ரஜினிகாந்த் dialogue மாதிரி கிடைக்கிறது கிடைக்காம இருக்காது, கிடைக்காது கிடைக்காதுல்ல. So see, people will stick with you, people
are going to leave you, going to leave.
See, if I have 25 people, it is after I have worked with almost 100 people, right? Like 75 people have come and gone, and this 25 people are there, and then many people will go and many people will come. It's the nature, right? I left some job and came here, right? Like I left some boss and came here, right? So that is what people are going to do. But it is not going to affect me as a person that I am, right? I am going to be Amar Ramesh with 25 employees. I'm going to be Amar Ramesh with 75 employees. I'm going to be Amar Ramesh with 0 employees. Right? You be who you are. And when you are secure inside with your work, with your creativity, with your things, right? Like you don't have to worry about this.
Right.
And like I said, I go back to the A.R. Rahman's thing. You only become larger. You don't become smaller by sharing
credits for people. Right. And did you have any form of takeaways from the days where you're working in US or when you're working in IT? Because your team culture is completely standing out from other people in the wedding industry in South India.
See, definitely the corporate culture taught me a lot of things. Definitely life in US taught me a lot of things. And then I was blessed with an amazing team that I worked with. I was the only Indian guy, and the rest of 26 people were all like hardcore Americans who were very, very professional, very, very, disciplined. And to quote an example, we were in a city where we are the best football league team. Okay. And so somebody like Dhoni or Sachin was playing in that team.
So what city was this?
It was Indianapolis.
Okay.
Right? And that time Peyton Manning was playing there. So every Sunday there used to be a game, right? Like a football game. And the entire city will be for that, right? The entire city will be talking about it. And Monday morning everybody will be talking about it. But bang, at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? They'll stop talking about it and be on the work.
Right.
Everybody. Before 8, they would have been talking about this only. 8, they'll get on the work and be in the work. They're so disciplined. So there's lots of things like communicating to people, being professional, having a written document for everything, formalizing everything, being over communicative. All this are some traits that I definitely learned from my job.
Right.
And that is one of the reasons, that made me stand out from the others.
Right.
Doing the same thing with clients, doing the same with employees. Really, really helped me.
Right. And if someone wants to be a part of the team, what do you expect from them, Anna? Because there are a lot of people who are waiting to join your team. I know a lot of people.
No, I've decided not to.
So let's say in the future.
No. I'm in a journey where I don't want a lot of people. I don't want to scale up. In
Right.
fact, I want to scale down.
Oh, okay.
I have no interest of scaling up. I never believed in scaling. Right? Everybody comes and says, I want to be the Uber. I want to be the Ola of this. I want to be the Uber of this. Right? Like, neither the driver is happy, neither the passenger is happy, neither the employees are happy,
Right.
nor the CEO is happy. Right? I don't want to build companies like that. I
Right.
want to build deeper, stronger brand. Right? So I am not hiring at all.
Right. And do you think artists should seek validation in Instagram and social media? Because as a fashion photographer, Anna, I want to create high impact, thoughtful, thought provoking work, Anna. But when I want to create that, I need to take time between each work. But because of this algorithm, no, we have to keep posting and we have to create work which is not that high impactful. So, what is your thought on this?
So who told you this? How the algorithm works?
It's what we see, because people think that if we keep posting, the algorithm will favor you and it will make your profile visible.
See, do you like food?
Yeah, I like.
Do you passionately go find somebody who is not even having a name board? You will find this amazing person who is doing idlis, which are really, really good. The sambar is really, really good. You go find out. இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து செம்மையா ஒரு பரோட்டா கிடைக்குங்க. இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு இடத்துல செம்மையா ஒரு இட்லி கிடைக்குங்க. See, we live in a world where good work cannot be hidden, man. You cannot put a lid and close the good work. The good work will come out.
Right.
We live in a world like that. Good work will definitely come out. Even if you want to hide it, it will come out. Right. So you're asking to a person who is very irregular in social media, right? I'm not somebody who is like thinking, oh, I have to post something. Right? And I never put BTS. There is no, like, everybody's so big on BTS now. So rather spend all your time on work. If your work is amazing, right, you don't have to worry about all these things. Again and again, I'm telling you is work on your work.
Right.
Right? If your work is crazy, people will come and find you, because there is so much of work out there and so many people are looking for good artists and good photographers and good quality people.
Right.
If your work is amazing quality, you don't have to worry about all this. Like, do you really think all the amazing photographers of India were doing amazing money or Instagram?
No. Tarun Vishwa doesn't have Instagram.
Exactly. There was your answer, right?
Right.
See, you said you're a fashion photographer. The one of the topmost guy in fashion photography is not even in Instagram.
Right. But it is a popular belief among people that they want to keep posting on Instagram.
And that is why Instagram exists, right? It exists because it has to keep on telling you, hey, if you're not putting in Instagram, you're gone. You're done. Right? And what everybody, even doctors, even artists, everybody is into this Maya that, oh, I have to do something. I have to dance and do something, right? And then put in Instagram. That is when I'll become popular. That is when people will come to me. It won't. Rather put your effort on your work, right? All these people who are becoming popular on Instagram and then their business is flourishing and all that will only stand for a few years or a few months. Real work, real talent, people will get to.
Right.
And I'm a testament for it. Right? In the photographer circle, like I have 100,000 followers. It's not a big number. It's a very okay number, right? And it took so many years for me to get to that number,
right?
But I'm still doing my work. I'm still doing lots and lots of work. People come to me for work, so it's. I have decided one thing. Like, I would rather put my effort on my next project, next idea, than to create content for Instagram.
Right.
And that is what is happening.
Right. You, as a successful photographer, you started with Joseph Radhik, sir. And you see many people come and go, Anna. So what are these 3 attributes you see in successful photographers and successful entrepreneurs as well? So these are the 3 attributes that make them a successful photographer.
See, first thing, right, is playing the long-term game. I'm not sprinting here. I'm doing a marathon, right? I'm here for the long run. I'm not here for just 2-3 years and then go do something else, right? I'm not making my decisions for short-term thinking, right? I'm making my decision for a long-term thing. Every client who comes to me, I know I'll be doing some work with them 10 years later,
Right.
right? Every client who buys the book from me was a client 10 years or 12 years before. Right. So I'm here for the long run. So I make every decisions for long term thinking. Right. If you're working with me, I know I'll work with you for next 10 years, 15 years.
Right.
Right. You will come back to me for something or the other. I am not breaking the relationship here. I'm not for small returns or something. I'm not, undercutting you or doing other unnecessary things. Right. So first is to understand you are in this for a marathon. You have to do it every day. Right. Second is consistency. Right. You can do things when you're motivated, but most of the 95% of the things in photography are things that you have to do even if you're not motivated. Right. All the 5% of the things that people see in social media is all the fun things, but there are 95% of things that are behind that 5%, which are very boring, which are torturous.
Right.
That
you mean what do you mean by that? Is it because editing work or
talking to your clients, putting things in social media,
invoicing,
email reply, message reply, answering to questions, all these things? Do you want to do?
Right. No.
I want to take the camera and do it. Right. So from editing to everything. Right. So all these are tough, boring things. If you're not consistent, if you're not passionate enough, you cannot do it for a long time.
Right.
And that is why you see so many people coming in. The third thing is, see, the similar analogy I can give it to the restaurant business. How many restaurants come and go? But some restaurants are like 40 years, 30 years, 35. Right? What is the difference? See, they play the infinity game, right? They are here for the infinite time.
Right.
All these people who come and say, I have the best logo, I'll do the same thing for a lesser price. I have the best location, I have the best plates, I have the best waiters. இதெல்லாம் வந்து சொல்லுவாங்க அந்த like if you go to a restaurant opener on the opening day or the opening week, no, they'll put there all their things. They'll say, I did the thing, I got the plates from Turkey, I got the cups from there, I did the logo this, and I had Belgian glass, Italian marbles, all this they'll say. If you go 2 years later and talk to the same person,
the business won't exist.
They're based parts. People don't understand. People don't have taste. The same person who was so passionate about it, they'll say the opposite thing, right? So, என்னன்னா வந்து concentrating on putting your energies on the wrong things. If you want to start a restaurant, first cook, serve it to your family. The family should like it. Then your friends, the friends should like it. Then your friends' friends, they should like it. And then their friends, they should start paying you and say, I will pay you. So, like cook this and give it to me, right? Then you'll understand, okay, how much does it take for your raw materials? How much does it take for your time? Okay, am I getting the right money? Then you'll understand the business. Then you'll say, okay, I started this as an excitement, but now I don't think I can do this as a full time. I don't want this. Excitement vechikalam, hobby vechikalam. I'll cook only for hobby. No, you will understand, oh, this is very nice. I love to cook. I want to cook.
I'm also getting money from
it. I will do something like that. Then you go and start the restaurant. Then people will come line up. Then it will be a constant thing. Then you will be somebody who is waking up every day wanting to cook at 3 o'clock, putting the flour and from out of the fridge, preparing stuffs, and you will do it day in and day out. Somebody will come and give you awards. Then the next day you will keep on doing it. Right? So this is how the same thing should happen if you want to be in photography, right? It should be a passionate thing. it should be something that you want to do. If nobody's watching you, nobody's paying you. So,
True.
right? Most of the 70% of the work that I do, nobody pays me to do. I'm just doing it. There's so much hard work that goes in shooting temples, because you have to apply for permissions. You are always, stopped by people. You have so many things, but I still do it because I love doing it, even with so many challenges, right? So pick something that you want to do day in and day out. You will wake up for it. Then you can do on a longer run.
Right.
So that is why you see people who are doing long term and people who are doing very, very short term.
Right. And do you think this commercial success and aesthetics are linked? Like there are people who I see they do excellent work, but they are not able to commercialize their work. So how do you see this?
See, everything is balance. That's why I always say, photography is not only like anything, right? It is not only art. There is also a commercial thing, and there's also business. So you have to be passionate about how much ever you are passionate about photography, you must be passionate about doing the business also.
Right.
See, if I'm not passionate about building a team, I wouldn't have taken building the team, right? That you have to understand. I built a team only after 2 years of working solo, right? Because I saw, okay, I'm also passionate in building a team. I am also passionate in employing people, giving them salaries. Then I decided to start a team.
Right.
So understand where you are, right? If building a team, if building a brand is not your passion, don't do it. Work as a freelancer. You make a lot of money as a freelancer, right? Again and again, going back to clearly demarking the difference, right? Is it a hobby or an excitement? You want to do it as an hobby or an excitement?
Right.
Or this is passion. This is my passion and this is what I want to do. Then understanding, okay, passion, understanding why you're doing it. I am like passionate about it. Then I'll keep business aside. Let it come, let it not come. It's okay.
Right.
Then the third side is the business side, right? Which is where you say, okay, this is pure business. So understand what you're passionate about.
Right.
And if you're not passionate about business, find somebody who can do it.
Right.
Otherwise, do what you can only and see what comes out of it.
Okay. How does it work for you, Anna? You are passionate about both.
I'm super passionate about making money. I'm super passionate about making art. Luckily, I'm blessed with the balance of both. And I always feel, I'm passionate about making artwork. I'm also passionate about making money.
Right.
So I balance this too, and everything that I do as a as a passionate part of it, and also as a commercial part of it.
Right.
Although I'm putting all my energies on the passion part, and then in turn
comes to you. Yeah. For example, your big short films also, you did certain documentaries for your passion, and it turns out people want to document themselves.
Right. So I want to learn for documentary filmmaking. I want to be in documentary filmmaking. I love documentary films. So I started Big Short Films, and we started doing it in the free time. When we were not shooting weddings, we started doing it. And then eventually it became a whole new vertical. We are getting paid money to make documentaries now.
Right.
It goes to the example of if you want to start a restaurant, first cook.
So
right, if you want to make a documentary business, I started doing documentaries.
Right. And it got back to you. And in wedding photography, usually how long it will take for you to deliver photos and videos? Now there is one thing among the photographer community where they even take 1 year to deliver the photos and albums and videos. So
it's a shame, yeah. I think as wedding photographers, we have let down our community itself. People.
Why do you think that happens, Anna?
Because see, people who are passionate, who think that photography is just taking camera and shooting, or getting into this,
right,
and starting a business, and even
they fail to deliver.
Right. So sitting in 2025, we still have the problem of wedding photographers not delivering the promises that they give, not being on time, not dressing up well. I don't understand this. We are in 2025. Come on, we have gone so far. Still, we are seeing all these people still having the same problems. Still, clients are, complaining that wedding photographers are not giving their deliveries on time. It's a shame. And
is it because they're outsourcing the work? For example, this album editing, if it's internal in the internal team, they can get it delivered.
There's so many problems right? The so many reasons behind this. One, overchewing, right? Like taking more than what they can chew, more projects than what they can handle. One. Second, it is also doing everything for the sake of closing the projects, right? Like if the client comes and says 10 albums, yeah, I'll do 10 albums.
I'll do drone. Everything.
Right? So it is over promising. Right? And the third thing, doing what they're not passionate about. Making is not a passionate thing for 99% of the photographers. Right. They're doing because they can sell more or upsell, or
they make a small margin.
Why pick up that?
Right.
Why pick up that? And leaving the control to clients and not you. We never let clients choose their pictures.
Oh, okay.
They can't. If they want to choose, they can work with an album maker. We choose the pictures, put them in an album and give it away.
Right.
And only one album. And that's a complimentary. We tell them, hey, you either use it or don't you use it.
Alright.
It's an album that we give you as a complimentary. You don't want it, we will not give it. If you want albums, work with an album maker. We'll be the bridge between you and the album maker.
Right. You set strong boundaries.
Yes. See, and also understanding that when I am going to a wedding, right, I understand, or when my team goes to a wedding, we understand that we are representing an entire community of wedding photographers. If we do anything wrong, the entire wedding photography community will be seen wrongly.
Right.
So it is very important for everyone to think like that. Why are they dressing up so badly? If there is an event in their house, they will dress up.
Yeah, of course.
Dress
Correct.
So it is an event of their client who are their gods, who are their relatives, right? Like client relative or friend of பார்த்தா தானே வந்து நல்ல work பண்ண முடியும்.
Okay.
So உங்க relative friend வீட்டுக்கு கல்யாணத்துக்கு வந்து நீங்க எப்படி போவீங்க? நல்லா தானே போவீங்க.
Right.
You dress up well. Dress like a guest and go and shoot the wedding. Behave well, talk to them nicely, make them really comfortable. So yeah, this is all this because the secret ingredient there is passion, Arvind.
Right.
என்னதான் வந்து அமேசிங் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்ல கொடுத்தாலும் அம்மா சமைக்கிற சாப்பாடுல வேற லெவல் அது. ஏன்னா அந்த சீக்ரெட் இன்கிரீடியன்ட் இருக்கு அதுல, லவ் அண்ட் பேஷன். அந்த லவ் அண்ட் பேஷனை எடுத்துட்டு வரணும். நம்ம பண்ற ஒரு வேலையிலயும் அது தெரியணும். அப்பதான் பண்ணணும், எல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது அந்த வேலையை. வேஸ்டா இதுக்கு பண்றோம் இல்ல. So that is what I feel.
Right. And have you experienced any sort of payment delays or payment mishaps during the early stages of your career? And
so
this is also one of the biggest problems prevailing in the wedding industry.
அதுதான் Arvind, all these things that I'm telling you will think that okay, Amar is build a brand so you can tell all this. No, see, just imagine what is the percentage of money that we have as backlogs. சும்மா ஒரு கெஸ் போடுங்க.
I don't know.
100 rupees டோட்டலா பிசினஸ்ல வரணும்னா எவ்வளோ இன்னும் வராம இருக்கு எங்களுக்கு?
50 rupees to 70 rupees.
No way, 0 rupees.
Oh, right.
100% we have all the payment, and I'm telling it publicly, right? Because we are not working with clients as clients and vendors, man. They will, அதான் சொன்னல, as soon as the wedding is over, they will say, hey, அமர் நீ ரொம்ப நல்லா வரணும், நல்லா பண்ணுவ.
Right.
அவங்க வந்து காசு கொடுக்காம இருக்கவே மாட்டாங்க.
Right.
புரியுதா? If
they see you as a part of the family.
Yeah. They will not hold the payment at all. We never have that problem. Honestly, I'm telling you, we never have that problem, because that is because of our work. Yeah. அதுல மட்டுமே இல்லை, எந்த ஒர்க் நான் நாளைக்கு பண்ணாலும் I will be that. Right? And that is so fundamental, man. Because all the clients, just imagine if you're going to a Western wedding in US and all, you will not be even given a table to sit.
Right. You're treated as a vendor.
Right. Vendorக்குன்னு ஒரு தனி டேபிள் வச்சிருவாங்க, அங்க சாண்ட்விச் ஏதாவது கொடுத்துருவாங்க. They will not even give the wedding food. But we are living in a country which treats you so nicely. Like that is why I always tell wedding photographers the best job in the whole world. They will come and ask you 100 times, have you eaten?
Right.
If you have not eaten, they'll say, hey, stop, put the camera down and go eat and come.
Right.
அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு கல்ச்சர்ல இருக்கும் நம்ம. And when you give back that respect, when you show you are amazing, right? They will not. There is no way. இப்போ மனசார வாழ்த்துறவங்க வந்து எப்படி காசு கொடுக்காம இருப்பாங்க? காசு கொடுத்துருவாங்க எங்களுக்கு. அந்த பர்சன் கொடுத்த பிறகுதான் we also deliver. There is a rule that we give pictures after 100%. Right. But we don't have. Our goal is not to take it to that level where we are telling rules. அதெல்லாம் அந்த லெவலுக்கே போகக்கூடாது. அவங்களா கொடுத்துருவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி வச்சுக்கணும். Because when you deliver everything correctly, when you deliver the promises, they will. And இது வந்து சும்மா வீடியோக்காகவோ இல்லை இதுக்காகவோ இல்லை. This is the truth, and I hope everybody who watches the video doesn't think அமர் ஏதோ பேசுறாரு ஜாலியா, அவர் வந்து பிராண்ட் கிரியேட் பண்றாரு அப்படின்னு நினைக்காம, அமர் பேசுறதுல ஏதோ இருக்கு, இது யோசிப்போம். நம்ம எதுக்கு நம்மளுக்கு பேமெண்ட் தராம இருக்காங்க? ஒண்ணு, நம்ம வந்து கரெக்டா முன்னாடியே ப்ராமிஸ் பண்ணல. ரெண்டாவது, அவங்க பேமெண்ட் தந்தாதான் நாங்க இது பண்ணுவோம்ட்டு முன்னாடியே சொல்லல. தேர்டு, நான் கொடுத்துட்டேன் எல்லாத்தையும், அப்புறமா பேமெண்ட்காக வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். அப்புறம் அவங்க கேட்டது சிலது ஏதோ பண்ணல, இதனால தரலையா இல்லை எதனால தரல அப்படின்னு. சரி, இந்த லெவலுக்கெல்லாம் போகாமையே பண்ணலாமா? Can we do without going to this level of rules talking, what is the contract and all? If you do amazing service, if you're somebody who they really felt happy to have as part of the wedding, they will not hold the payments, man. They will give it to you. Right. Be that person.
So you also mentioned in one of the interviews that photography industry is racing towards zero, and you are the one who is pulling towards the other side.
No, I'm not saying I'm the only one. There are some
other photographers, obviously. So what was that, and why did you tell that?
So again, going back to Leah, so we had lots of phones in 2004. Then somebody came and said that I'm going to show you what the phone is, and it is going to cost at least 2-3 times the phone thing is. That is what Apple is, right? But everybody who is coming now is saying, okay, Apple is that much, I will do an Apple phone for half the price or quarter the price.
Correct.
Right? And that is what they're doing. And phones are going from 30,000 to 25,000, 25,000 to 20,000. Now 10,000 phones for 8,000, 6,000 and all, right? And the phone companies are raising, but who's the maximum selling phone? Still Apple, right? Because they are saying, okay, last year I gave this year I'm going to give this. Last year I gave that, this. So ask yourself, if I go to a photographer and ask him, hey, what is the difference between your 2020 version and 2025 version? How many books did you read? What are the new classes you took? What are the new exams you took? What are the new awards you made? Nothing. But they want more money, more clients. Yeah. They're saying they will not change anything, but clients மட்டும் புதுசா வந்துட்டு இருக்கணும், clients மட்டும் அதிகம் பண்ணணும், clients மட்டும் பேமெண்ட் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணக்கூடாது, எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கணும். So that is what is happening. அதனால தான் வந்து இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு.
What are the 5 books that you will suggest for photographers?
It's so tough to suggest 5 books.
Just something out of your mind.
See, first, this is a wrong question to ask. I know you are not going to go read that 5 books.
Okay.
Right? And everybody who's watching this are not going to go read the 5 books. Rather, I would say, do you love reading? Do you love reading?
I personally do not.
Okay. So, fall in love with reading. That is the first thing. You should read anything and everything. படிக்கிறது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிடிக்கணும், அந்த லவ் வந்து கிரியேட் பண்ணணும். அதுக்கப்புறம் 5 புக்ஸ், அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன புக்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் படிக்கலாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து அந்த பழக்கத்தை வந்து உருவாக்குனா யூ கேன் இவால்வ், யூ கேன் பிகம் பெட்டர். அதர்வைஸ் யூ வில் நாட் பிகம் பெட்டர். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் Second, you find the 5 books, right? That 5 books, the book that touches me will not touch you.
Right.
Yes or no?
True. That is true.
Right? Somebody loves Harry Potter, somebody hates Harry Potter. Right? Somebody likes self-help books, somebody hates life books. Somebody likes fiction books, somebody hates fiction books. Right? So the book that touches me will not touch you.
Right.
I would rather have you fall in love with reading and take up anything to read until you fall in love with reading, and then go find books. You're saying I'm not doing any work. You tell me what is the 5 books. ஸோ நான் சொல்லி அந்த 5 புக்ஸ் வந்து படிக்கவே மாட்டாங்க. நான் சொல்றதுக்கு வெயிட் பண்றவங்களா இருந்தாங்கன்னா அவங்களுக்கு சொல்றதே வேஸ்ட். அது go find photography books and read it.
Right. You also have a library, no? Like
yes, I have an evolved library in my office where there are 800 photography books. Anybody can come during the working hours, during weekdays,
right.
and sit there, read the books and go.
Right. You are also one of the pioneers in bringing out South Indian culture and fashion to limelight. For example, the brand Sabyasachi had Tarun Kiwal and Tarun Vishwa to showcase the brand and magnify it to the level in which we do. But we don't have a lot of people who can magnify South Indian fashion. What is your thought about it?
See, I don't understand this. This is pure common sense, man. See, why did I become a wedding photographer in 2010? There was nobody out there doing what we were doing. Right? Me, Joseph, there are few people, 4-5 people down saw this, okay, new age, candid, cinematic photography. And then we said, okay, nobody's doing this. Everybody is doing this traditional thing, and then let's get into it.
Right.
And we were one of the 5 people in entire India who were doing it. Right? So it excelled. Right? Will I get into wedding photography today?
Doubt.
It is the stupidest thing one can do, because there's millions and millions of people doing it. Right? So what are the millions and millions of photographers doing now?
They get
beginners. What are they doing? Buying a camera and then picking up a model.
They're going somewhere and
shooting and putting it in Instagram. Right? When everybody is doing the same thing, the client is saying, oh, everybody are doing the same thing. Why would I hire that? Right? I don't want to do what everybody is doing. I want to do something that nobody is doing.
Right.
So I picked up this, and I'm doing that. There are so many other things somebody can pick up. Right? Like nobody is shooting politicians, nobody shooting IAS officers, nobody shooting. There's so many other subjects. Why is everybody behind same model, same subject, same influencers? I don't understand this. It's common sense only, no?
Correct. But what was your aspiration to shoot South Indian fashion? Like, for example, you recently did...
That is because of the life that I had in US. I was there for 10 years. I was traveling so much, and everything was promoted so nicely. I had this urge, okay, nobody's talking about our country. Nobody's promoting our country. Nobody's packaging our country to the world market.
Right.
So as a photographer, can I do that? And I also saw, okay, there's nobody else is doing it. If I do it, I'll be little different, and I can do something out of it.
Right.
And that is all.
Right. And do you think the quality of art has gone down in years? And like you have also mentioned in one another podcast that the quality of art has gone down from the. The people are very strong technically, but the craftsmanship and the skill is not there.
I always tell this example. Have you been to Jaipur palaces?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you seen the portraits there?
Yeah.
ஒரு ராஜாவோட போர்ட்ரேட் இருக்கும் 1880s எடுத்திருப்பாங்க.
Right.
It would be partly photography, partly painting.
Right.
It would be like amazing to look at. Right? Then 1890, 1900, 1910, 1920, 1930. So all the portraits will be like so good, amazing, impeccable details. The dress, everything will be like awesome. The pose, everything. So அப்படியே come 1980, 1990, 2000, 2010, if you see, it will be horrible pictures.
Right.
Have you noticed it?
Yeah.
So what happened? The technology compared to 1920 and 2020 is at least what, million times better?
Yeah.
So the quality should be million times better, la?
Correct.
What happened? So அதுதான் வந்து the basic thing about science is to make people stupid, like to make things easy, so anybody can
be lazy.
Everybody can do it. So now lazy people took it up.
Right.
They said, I'm also a photographer. I have camera. The science also made it cheaper, easier. So anybody can afford it.
Right.
So all the more lazy people took it. Right. And then they said, I'm also a photographer. The clients also became lazy. They didn't know to understand who's a craftsman, who's a photographer. Right. So 1920, the photographer was not only a photographer. That is, not only he knew the camera, the new settings and all that, but he had control over the Raja, control over king. The king listened to what he was saying. Right. He knew the tactic of talking to a king and making him pose for his picture and all. Right. And he knew the tactic of how the output is going to be, what are the chemicals I have to use, everything. Right. He was basically a craftsman. But now, because it is easy, because there is no entrance exam, because there is no entry barrier, because it is also cheaper, anybody and everybody can take it up, right? And then you don't have to study when you like, see, photography is the only art form where you practice while you perform. இல்ல இப்போ வந்து பரதநாட்டியம் டான்சர் நாளைக்கு போய் அரங்கேற்றம் பண்ண முடியுமா? But photography, you pick up a camera, tomorrow you can go shoot a wedding, tomorrow you can go shoot a fashion thing, because camera shoots 90% of it. Correct. You don't even have to know what is aperture, what is shutter speed, what is anything now, because the cameras are so good that they shoot. 2012 வந்து I cannot see what I'm going to get in my screen, but now I can see the output. It's a DSLR now you are right. So camera does 90% of the job. Why has the quality come down? Because this craftsman went from craftsman being a skilled job worker. Right. So we have lots and lots of skilled job worker, but no craftsman. Right. So ask yourself, how do you become a craftsman? How can you become a craftsman? How can you be this person who is a rarity in this crowd? And that is when you would become better.
Right. What do you think the role of a personal partner in building all the successful brands?
Very, very nice question.
And it's not talked about a lot, because you need a strong partner to build something significant in your life, right?
Totally. They should understand you. They should also, these creative people are mad people. No, I'm like mad to the very level. I'm never present. I'm always thinking about things. You have to tell, like, if you are talking about something other than work, you have to tell it twice, right? First time you tell I'm not here, I am somewhere else, and then you have to bring me back here and then say, are you listening? So they have to have a lot of patience, and it's a blessing, it's luck, it's so many other things that you find a right person, right? And also it is partly also within you to make them understand that you are this mad guy, and this is your purpose. So my wife always says, I'm seeing so many people around me who don't know what to do, or not figured out what to do in life. They're just running behind something. But I see this guy who has understood what he is born for, what he wants to do. Let him do whatever he wants, right? Like I see somebody who's being so happy doing what he wants to do, and on the other side, I am only seeing everybody else just doing things for the sake of doing. Right. So I would let him, right? So also through your actions proving that you are that person. So you need that space for them. You have to make them understand that you are this passionate, mad person, and then you need that space for that madness is also an important thing.
Right. So our previous guest has left you one question. So do you ever wonder what you're going to be doing if you are AI in today's day and age? This was left by the designer Vivek Karnagaran.
If I was an AI
in today's day and age.
It's very simple. I will redesign see all the lost murals of temples, all the lost mandapams,
right?
All the lost art forms that we have, right? If I can go somehow read all the permutations and combinations of all the art form, and then figure out, okay, in the temple இப்படி தான் இருந்திருக்கணும், in the mural இப்படி தான் இருந்திருக்கணும், right? All the things that we lost so fastly, so badly, I would try to bring it back and document that.
Right. And we want you to give a question for our next guest. You can write it in this.
Yeah.
So we have come to the end of the podcast now. So I want to thank you so much for giving back to the community as much as it gave it to you. So thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for giving back to the community.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity. Thanks for your time and this wonderful space. And thanks for your team. This podcast grows to 150 episodes, 1,000 episodes.
Thank you.
Do well. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And that was one of the amazing conversation I had with Amar Ramesh. So thank you for watching this episode till the end, and subscribe if you liked it. And please do let us know if you have any questions for upcoming guests who will be on a show soon. See you.